the reason for this force, okay, you got to understand something, and we're going to see this in a little more detail, but I thought I would introduce it now, is that Jerusalem is not the only foe in view by this invasion. Titus, we're going to learn more about Titus in his relationship to Nero, okay? He hated Christians. And so Jerusalem was not the only foe in view. These unholy forces came from the entire Roman Empire, Roman's client kingdoms, to join Titus, who is the Apollyon, the destroyer of Romans, of Revelation, in waging war on the Lamb, we are taught later in Revelation, assuming that the stamping out of the Jewish nation would also result in the end of the church. And that's Revelation 17:14, amassing his forces to against the Lamb. Because remember, the church was still viewed as a sect of Judaism. Now look at this this connection between Titus and Nero. He like Nero, hated the Jews and the Christians. And there is this ancient excerpt about Titus's war council that's given to us from a historian named Sulpicius Severus, and it says that Titus himself thought that the temple ought to especially be overthrown in order that the religion of the Jews and of the Christians might be more thoroughly subverted. Christianity and Judaism proceeded from the same authors, and that the Christians had sprung up from the Jews, and that if the root, that is the Jews, were exterminated, then the offshoot, which is the church, would also speedily perish. So you see what's going on here? This invasion, this onslaught, this huge demonic force is not just some anti-Semitic force or just trying to put down the Jewish rebellion that was occurring late in that decade from 66 to 70 AD. There was an understanding that because of the Christian association with Judaism and being understood as a sect of Judaism, that in doing this, Titus was about to stamp out the Christians. And the connection, which we will see later, I'm just going to hold that in my pocket for now, but there is an amazing connection to Nero in all of this that you're going to see.